learning the Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Internet. 3 sections: Word, Excel, Internet. So those are the 3 sections that you're going to be doing for the practical aspect, right? So, so you're going to be doing theory, and I think I did the theory before, but I will go back through it a little after we even finish a couple of the practicals. Because you have to do a theory test as well as a practical test. Didn't we go through the theory notes before? Did we?
No, miss.
I'm not sure. This is my first class.
Yeah, no, the first time. The ones that was not the first time. Okay, so we're going to be doing a little theory then. Today, so that we're going to be doing the theory today, and in our next class, we're going to pick up with all of the practicals. All right, so we're going to be doubling up because we are going to. So we're going to go in some theory today. So, tell me, what is a computer? Can you raise your hand?
Repeat the question, miss.
Can you give me a definition of what you think a computer is? What is a computer? Anyone?
A computer
Miss.
is an electrical device that stores and gives
One at a time,
information.
please. One at a time. Who is that speaking now? That's
Carla
Carla?
Brown.
All right, go
Yes,
ahead, Carla.
miss. Computer is an electrical device that gives and stores information, miss.
All right, that's your one. All right, anybody else want to try? Thank you, Carla. Anybody else? Anybody else? Alicia, Ashanti? Go ahead, Chanel.
Yeah, see, little one.
Miss, a computer is a machine that can be programmed to carry out data.
Okay. All right. That's it. Anybody else?
A Mr. Computer is an electronic device that is used to get information easily.
All right. Thank you. Anne-Marie?
Yes, miss.
You saying
Miss, I will go
something?
what? Miss, I will go with Carla, miss, because that is
I don't want you to go with it. I want you to tell me in your own words, please. Don't want to go with anything.
Miss, I'm saying, and that's the only mean I know what is computer from 10th grade. So that was the definition I was going to give, but Carla give it.
Tell me it, Anne-Marie. I don't know what. Tell me. Speak it. Tell it to me same way. I want to hear it. Let me hear it again.
Mr. Computer is an electronic device that used to store data. That's all I know about it, miss.
Okay, so you're using computer all this time and all right, so you said store. All
It's
right,
not
so
only to
before it's stored though, what first thing would have to be done before it can store any information?
Miss, you got to search for the information first.
How are you going to search for it? What is the first thing have to be done?
Receive information.
It can receive it.
Miss, you have to put in the information.
Thank you. So you have to enter the information first. Thank you very much. The information has to be put in first. It has to be entered. So the data have to be entered first. All right, so you have to enter the data. What do you think happens after you enter the data?
Means when you enter it, it is saved to the device, so you can access any point.
Before, okay, so you enter the data. Think of it like your brain. When you enter data in your brain, what happens to it when you go
It,
to the brain?
when you enter it to the
See it.
computer, it process it.
Thank you very much. Great. It has to enter, then you processes the information, right? Because even while enter information is entered into, and I say think of it as your brain too. Your data is entered, then it processes it. So it entered, then process. What do you think happens after that? After it processes, what do you think comes after that?
Then it stores it.
Then it after it
No.
processes, you get information is that you're looking for.
All
You have to
right.
process it
I
different.
see you
Cause store
trying
when
into or
you have
your
to try to save it. I believe so.
all right. I get what you're saying, but before it save, it gives an output. Because when information enters, you decide which information is basic. Your brain deciding what information to save. Does your brain save everything?
No, miss.
Right. It's the same way for the computer. A decision is made as what is saved. So that's why save will come after. So it gives an input, then it processes the information, then it gives an output, and then you're able to store. So that's how the computer works. All right, so let me go to, let me know when you're seeing the screen, please. Are you seeing the screen?
Yes, miss.
Not yet, miss.
Yes, miss.
I'm seeing it now.
Yes, miss.
All right. So, same thing we spoke about. The computer is an electronic device, so that everybody got that aspect correct. It under the control of instructions, which is the software. So the software is where the input comes from, right? So input, then it processes it, then it gives an output, and then you're able to store, right? So your input. So these are two little definitions you can use.
What was
A device. This is also, so it's two definitions here. Processes the data,
Oh,
store
miss,
with
right?
a stored generates results. So it's input, output. Right. I put input, then output, then store, then process, then store. Right. So all right. So that's how a computer works.
Miss, miss, miss,
Yes. You will get this
miss. Is
PowerPoint, so
the
don't worry about
definition
it.
supposed to be on the screen? Oh, because I
You're
was
not
saying
seeing
it's
it?
not on the screen. It's just the. No, I'm not seeing the definition on the screen.
Are you seeing it now?
Yes, we're seeing it.
Okay, all right. All right, so I'm saying you're going to be getting this, so don't worry about it. All right, so here we have this word called peripheral devices. And peripheral devices are any devices that are under the control of the CPU, which is the central processing unit. Can anybody tell me what is a CPU?
Me CPU
Anyone?
is the main. You think where the father can the main part of the computer without it, most of it, you can't find. No, it's not
CPU is the
hardware.
what? You're speaking to me? What is a CPU?
Miss, give me a
You
moment.
want to
Me
be
I
the
put
brain
together.
of the computer?
It is the brain, and it is also that part that allows you to process the information. So it processes the information. So that is the brain. That is the brain of the computer. All right. So this word what says peripheral, it says any device that is connected and under the control of the CPU. What are the devices that are this? Anybody?
Mr. Breaking in and out.
Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you now.
I'm asking, can you give me some examples of the peripheral devices that they're speaking about? What are some examples?
Like, oh, that's like a mouse.
Miss,
All right, good.
miss like the hard drive,
All
like the
right.
hard drive, miss.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Mr. Printer, miss.
The
Great. Yes, excellent. Anything else?
memory,
Good. The memory. Yes. What else?
under the control of central processing. Miss the
I'm not.
monitor,
The monitor. Great.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Microphone.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Great. So all of those devices come under a different heading. So all input devices, all output devices, right? The storage devices, all of those are devices because they're under the control of the CPU. Right? So this word, this word is going to come back to answer, no? Peripheral devices. Right? So peripheral devices are any devices that is under the control of the CPU. No, there's this word called ergonomics, and ergonomics is a science concerned with designing safe and comfortable machines for humans. So that means that it must be safe, it must be comfortable. The ergonomics deal with the safeness of it. Right? So how you sit around a computer has a lot to do with it as well. How you set your hands around it, that has a lot to do with the ergonomics. So all of that is what they talk about, the ergonomics. How comfortable are you sitting around the machines and so on. So that's a lot of things to do with the ergonomics aspect of it. What you can do is also look for ergonomics with computers and find a picture of it and you can see what you're speaking about. Your eye level must line up with the monitor and so on. So you have to look at all of that. So that is the ergonomics. Any questions so far? Any question?
No, miss.
No, miss.
All right, let us move.
Just like the first I'm hearing that word.
Ergonomics. All right, you
Yeah.
can look it up. Look it up, and it can always tell you what it is. Top, you can see ergonomics when it relates to the computer, how you sit around it, or you place your hands, all of that is the ergonomics. Sometimes the type of chairs that we sit around is not necessarily the right chairs we sit around the computer with. Where the eyes are set on the system as well. All of that. All right. Data integrity now says that data integrity is the degree to which the data is correct. So ever you have a type something and if your error come back when you're searching for something,
Yes, miss.
right? I probably say misspell word. Do you mean that? Do you mean this? They're talking about the data integrity of the information. So anything that you put in, so if you put in foolishness, you're going to get out foolishness. Somebody saying something? Cracking up, not hearing. All right. So here are some pictures of some of the devices. Give me some input devices, please. Can you give me some input devices?
Miss,
The
the
mouse,
keyboard.
speaker,
One at a time, please. Who's speaking?
Keyboard, miss.
Keyboard. All right,
Carlito.
thank you. What else? All right, who else? Carla, give me another input device.
speaker, miss.
No, that's not input at all.
Miss Mouse,
Yeah, mouse, miss.
Mouse, yes. Mouse,
scanner,
yes, that's an input.
You
Scanner,
know,
yes, yes.
Mic, miss.
Huh? What's the next one?
The mic.
The microphone, yes, that's input.
Yes, miss.
Anybody else? Francine, Julia, I'm not hearing anything from you guys. Davian, Richards.
see camera can be a input device as well on the computer. If there's a camera on it.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Richards, Francine, if you can't speak, can you type in the chat, please? I'm not hearing anything from you guys. All right, so can you give me some output devices now, please? How about some output devices?
The printer is one, miss.
Printer, great. Anybody else? Alicia, I'm not hearing anything from you.
That means the speaker is an output device, miss, and we call it front part of the screen.
Yes, the speaker
Monitor.
is an output device. Uh-huh.
monitor, miss,
Monitor, yes. Anything else?
Mr. Projector.
Projector, right. Excellent. Oh. All right. So what about some storage devices now?
The hard drive, miss.
The hard drive, great, which is the main storage device. What else?
The memory
What you saying,
card.
Francine? Francine, go ahead, please. Francine? Yes, go ahead. You're cracking up. You're cracking up. Hardly hearing anything. Can you type in the chat? I hardly hear anything. You crack it up. All right, so the all input devices, all output devices, and storage devices, those are all your peripheral devices. Thumb drive, yes.
Mr. USB flop disk.
The what?
Mr. USB flash drive.
Yes, yes. Yeah, flash drive, thumb drive, the same thing.
Listen, something that we no longer use. As she was saying, the floppy disk.
The floppy disk,
We
yes.
no longer use it.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, we no longer use that. Machines don't even make with CD. What about CD? You remember those? Although they hardly making machines with it anymore either. All right, so here's the processing cycle. Input, process, output, and then store. That's a cycle. Computer performs 4 general functions. All right. So that's the cycle. That's how the computer works. Okay, why is a computer so powerful? It has the ability to perform the information processing cycle with amazing speed. At a type, you see the information, don't you? Yes?
Yes, miss.
Right, so the processing cycle goes very quickly. It's reliable, it has a low failure rate, it's accurate, because whatever you put in there is what they get out. It has the ability to store huge amounts of data and information, and it has the ability to communicate with other computers. So that's why it is like now there are 5 major components of a computer. There are 5 major components of a computer. The input devices, the CPU, which is the brain, the memory, the output devices, and the storage devices. These are the 5 are the prime components of the computer. All of them come together to make the computer work. Any question on that? Any questions so far? Answer this. All right, you clear so far?
Yes, miss. So far.
All right. So we name out some. So please, we must know a brief definition of each of these, but we're going to go through some of them. So what would be a brief definition for input devices? What do you think? What would be a brief definition for input devices? Anyone?
Miss, you're hearing me, Miss?
Go ahead.
The
I would say
word.
input devices
One per.
are,
Go ahead, Alicia.
I would say input devices are, are information that are put into the computer. Anything that is put into the computer.
So there are devices that allow you to. Right? Remember that because it says input devices, not input, but input devices. You get me?
Yes, Miss.
Right. So these are devices that allow you to enter data or information into the computer. Right? Good, good. Thank you, Alicia. I didn't know Alicia had a voice. Praise the Lord.
Miss, I just want you to know I'm just learning everything. Yes, I'm not
We
good
are
at.
all, yeah, but it's just for persons to still to communicate.
Yeah, but I can't, Miss, I would not be able to communicate if I don't know. So I'm listening and learning.
Yeah. All right, Alita. If you just say, Miss, I really don't know. It will be good for persons to communicate because I don't know if you can talk or not. I
Oh,
like communication in the class. So even if you say, Miss, I probably have an idea, but I'm really not sure, but something to communicate. I need to know that guys are here and you're hearing me. All right?
okay. Okay.
Mm. All right. Thank you very much, Alisa. What about CPU? Who can give me a brief little thing about CPU? Anybody else? I don't hear anything from Richards as yet. I don't know if Richards is there or not or sleeping in the class. I have no idea.
Miss, can I try again?
Go ahead.
CPU is the
Carla, one sec,
of the
please.
computer. Sorry.
Carla, one sec, please. After Alicia, one sec. Go ahead, Alicia. And please, you can raise your hands, please. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Go ahead, Alicia.
Okay, I would say the central processing unit is the brain of the computer.
Anything else you can tell me about the brain? All right, thank you, Alicia. It's okay. Go ahead. Carla, go ahead. Thank you, Alicia. Carla, go ahead.
CPU is the brain of the computer. Without the CPU, the computer cannot work. It cannot process information and it cannot put out information.
All right, thank you very much, Carla. So the CPU, why yes, it is the brain and it also processes the information. Right, excellent. Thank you. What about memory? Anybody can give me anything about memory? Anybody else?
The memory is the device, Miss, that is used to save whatever information you put in the computer, Miss.
All right. Anybody else?
Are used to store well.
Anybody else? All right. So here we have the memory. Going through a little bit in the memory. The memory, there are two main types of memory. It's a random access memory and the read-only memory. So the random access memory is a temporary memory. It is also the main memory of the computer. All right. The read-only memory is etched on the chip and it gives us computer startup instruction directions for the computer. It is the permanent memory. All right. Any information stored in the random access memory is lost when the computer is turned off. So you have to note the difference between random access memory and read-only memory. Random access memory is temporary memory, but also it is the main memory of the computer. And read-only memory is etched on the chip and have the startup directions for the computer. It is permanent memory. Right? So the difference between the two. Any questions on that? Any question on that? Hello, answer me. Yes, no, maybe so. Talk to me now.
No, miss, I understand.
All right. I'm not going through some of these. You're going to have to read some of these on your own. So the storage devices, the output devices, you must know.
Miss, you're going to send it to us?
That's what I said. Yes, you're going to get
Please
it.
remember to send it, miss, because you said you was going to
If
send it before.
I sent the last recording to the class there.
Miss, I did not get it.
Yes, but
That's why
don't talk in it. Watch your tone, please, Carla. Carla, take your time. A lot of the emails bounce.
sorry,
So
miss, if I'm
whoever
just
sent it, when I
improper.
sent it to the emails that I had. So once Romaine collect all the names and email addresses for me, I will able to do so. Okay? Can I get that by the end of the day, Romaine?
Thank you, miss.
Yes, miss, because everyone start to send their name and email address.
Yes, and I need from everybody. I think it's 21 in the class. So I should expect at least that amount of emails.
Miss,
Yes.
I got the recording, but whenever I try to play it, it is saying that there's an error. So it's not playing.
All right. They went to sending it. All right.
Okay.
I see the error. And I heard that there was an error the last time, so I'm not sure, but I'm going to be sending it in a different format for the next for this moving forward. All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see what else we need to go into. Okay, software. So there are two. The software now. Can anybody tell me what you think software is? What is software? Hello?
Yeah. I am
What is software? Remember your microphone, even if you're not speaking, please turn it off. What is software? All right, the
it's not
software.
sure, miss.
Not sure. All right. You see, that's why I like people to communicate. Not sure. Fine. Anybody? Okay. All right. So the software are the programs or the rules that allow the computer to operate, right? Those are the written programs. So all of the programs, the program that allow the computer, can remember now hardware goes along with software. If you have just the hardware by itself, there's nothing it can do without the software in there, right? So we have two main types of software, the operating system software and the application software. Now the operating system software is a software that performs the functions of loading. Now the Windows software that most computer, when you load it up, it has like what is the new Windows software that is there now? What is the new Windows software? Anyone can tell me?
Yes, Microsoft Office.
No, Windows software, not application software, no. Windows. The software that allows the computer to load. What is the software? Give me an example of that. I don't understand what is the who have laptop or computer? Who has laptop or computer? Anybody in the class?
What do you mean software,
No,
Miss?
Miss, I
Are you
don't, Miss.
talking like Windows 10 and those stuff?
Exactly. Those are the software I'm talking about. It's a software. Those are the operating system software. Windows 10 is that about the computer to that is where the load up instruction come from, right? The operating system software. So Windows 10, can any give me any more examples of those? What was before Windows 10? What was
Excuse me,
before
miss.
Windows? Huh? 10?
Miss, just guessing, Miss. Would it be Windows 9, Miss?
Not name the Windows 9.
Miss, what is iOS? It's an operational system.
DOS.
Sorry.
You say DOS. That is the first operating system that there was.
Oh.
That was the first one that we used to write codes. That used to have to deal with you have to type in codes in order to access even games and so on. So the disk operating system is the first operating system software that was before we have the Windows
Miss,
and so on.
Miss, before Windows 10, we had Windows 8.1, Miss.
Right. And before 8.1 was what?
Windows 8.
Yes, great. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. Anybody ever hear about Windows Vista and Windows 7? Right? Those are operating system. Those are what we call the operating system software. Now, without the operating system
90,
software, you won't be
right,
able
Miss?
to
Windows
um
98.
to use the application software. And the application software, the operating system software is the software that allows you now to work with the everyday things. What are some everyday application softwares that we have? What are the ones you use regularly? Those are the application softwares. Can you give me some example?
Miss, your phone.
Software. I never say hardware. Software that you use regularly. Your phone is a hardware device.
And
Not a
Gmail?
Gmail is not Gmail is a type of email. It's not a software by itself.
Miss, I
Microsoft,
found some. Miss,
huh?
like Microsoft Office.
Right, office.
Excel,
Right.
like Outlook,
PowerPoint.
those.
Those are the
Yeah.
application softwares, things like that. Which software allows you to play music? Because the different softwares, the application softwares have a specific purpose. The internet software allows you to go to the internet, right? So give me some internet softwares are, for example, give me an example of an internet software. It's still come under application, you know. What are the software that allow you to go to the internet on the internet?
Miss like Firefox and those stuff, miss.
Firefox, excellent. Give me a next one. Anybody can give me a next one? A next. Other from these application software that are there, can anybody give me any more? You don't know it, and I just don't think you don't know it. All right, so the homework, I need each person online to look up at least 4 different application softwares and give a brief information about the software. That is the homework.
Could you repeat back, miss, please?
I need 4. I need persons to look up 4 application softwares and give a brief information about 4 of them. Application softwares.
All right, miss.
Do you think you can maintain a computer? How can we maintain and make sure the computer is what?
Me said does a keyboard regularly.
Hello? Can we make sure the computer is keep on? How can we maintain?
Miss, you chip out again, miss.
Okay, hearing me now?
Yeah, we just heard that.
Okay. Can persons give me some? How do you maintain a computer?
Me say wipe down your computer.
Okay, so you wipe it down. What else? What
Miss, I
else?
would say by servicing it, miss.
Okay, great. Your services in it regularly, great. Anything else? Anything else?
It ensure that you update it. Let's update the stuff that
Great,
need to be updated.
excellent. Keep it updated. Excellent. All right. So yes, you dust it regularly. Make sure it is clean. You do your maintenance, your regular maintenance. So those are ways of making
Miss,
sure your
and they must
computer
sorry, miss, and they must also check for viruses and those stuff. Miss.
excellent. Good. The
Virus,
constant virus great, great, yes.
yeah.
So you must, do your constant virus checks. That's good. So all those are ways to maintain your computer. Excellent. So you can read up more on that when you get the information. All right. What is an email? What is an email?
Miss, let's try again, miss. I didn't hear nobody at all. But an email is a message, miss, that you send to someone. Um, right, miss? Miss, you're out again.
Right there. Okay. Is it a
Yes,
message?
sorry about that. Buddy hearing me? Are you hearing me? Okay. Alicia, you hearing me? Ramin, you
Yes,
hearing me?
yes, Miss, we are hearing you.
Okay. I'm not
I'm
hearing
hearing
anybody
no, we're hearing
say
now, miss.
um tell me when to send email and to send email all the time. Give me an idea of how you send an email, please.
Oh, miss, I was saying that an email is a message that is sent to one or more person. Yeah, one or more person through the computer device. One or two, yeah, one
All
or
right.
through the
Excellent try.
computer.
Excellent
Yeah.
try. Excellent try. What about sending an email with an attachment? How can we send an email? What is the process of sending an email? Anybody can tell me the process step by step? What's the first thing you do, second thing, so on? Anybody want to try that? Anybody want to try?
Miss, let's try. Miss, I'm trying. Miss, so the first thing you do is you compose the email,
Right.
which is right. Then
Mm-hmm.
you choose the recipient that you're sending it to. Miss, if you're
Right.
sending it to one person, then I don't know, must CC it, something like that. Or if you
All
want it
right.
to go to everybody, there's another one
Right.
that goes to. And
Mm-hmm.
after you do that, if you're putting an attachment to it, then you press on the attachment
Right.
and it will ask you where you want to send the attachment from. Then you will access whatever you're sending to
Excellent.
wherever you're sending it, press on it, attach it to the email, and then send it to the person.
Wow, but tell us you're ready, and excellent,
Me,
man.
me,
Great.
you can
Excellent.
say that.
Perfect.
You're
Thank you very much.
welcome.
Right? So we must know how to send an email with an attachment, everyone. Thank you very much. What's your name again?
Miss Carla Joe.
Come again?
Carla Joe.
Oh, Carla Joe.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so you have two Carlas in the room, a Carla Brown and a Carla Joe.
Yes. Carla
Oh,
Joe. It's one name, but it's Quinlan Saunders is my surname.
okay, cool. Thank you very much. Excellent.
You're welcome, miss. Just try.
All right, so can you give me some examples now of some search engine? What's a search engine? Give me some example of a search engine. Can you give me some example? What is search engine? What is a format used to search for information?
Miss,
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody else not talking, miss, and helping me, but like we talk enough, miss.
Go on.
We use like Google, we
Google.
use
Great. And which one?
we use Chrome.
No, Chrome is not one. Chrome
Oh,
is
it's not
the
one.
internet software, not a search
Okay.
engine. Search engine
Oh,
only allows you to search. You would have to use
okay.
Chrome in order to get to the search engine,
Okay.
right?
I learned.
Right.
So
So Chrome,
is YouTube one also then, miss?
no, I wouldn't call it's not a search engine.
Okay,
Search
so far
engine
it's
is
Google.
like Google, as I said, Bing, those are search
Okay.
Yahoo.
engine. Yahoo
Yeah,
search.
girl.
Because Yahoo by itself is not necessarily a so here are some examples here of search engines. Google, AOL search, Lycos, Alta Vista, Hotbot, Bing. These are some search engines. These are what allows you to search. So the only purpose for these are to search.
Okay, miss.
That means you
Yeah.
can search. If you search, you get, right? So those are the different search engines. All right, so that is it for the theory. Are there any questions? And as I said, once I get information from Romain, I will send the information out to everyone. Any questions? Any questions, anybody?
No question so far, miss, but I only get, including myself, 8 persons send me their
Send it
full
out in the
name
chat.
and email address.
Send it out in the chat, Romain. Send it out in your
Mean you get mines?
That's where yes,
Sorry.
yes, that's where I send it, and it's only myself plus 7 person respond to it.
oh, Ashanti, you coming when the class finish? I don't understand when persons coming on at 10:30 for a 8:30 class. I All right. So that's it for the theory part, as I stated. Um, we are not going in any further today. One of the things why I don't want to go any further today too is because I don't even have half of the class. So we pick up with the practical part. And remember the homework, everybody. What is the homework?
Mr. Mr. Fine.
Miss,
Go
you
ahead,
said
sir.
for the
engine,
specification
miss.
of software.
4 different types of softwares and give a brief explanation of 4 of them. That is the
Yeah.
homework. And I'm going to be individually asking persons. So make sure you have something ready.
Miss, could you repeat for me, please, because you're jumping in and out.
4 types of softwares and give a brief explanation of 4 of them. Got that?
Yes, miss.
No. Look like I need to change my microphone. All right. So that's it for today. Those who have not finished it, please finish it.
Yes,
Please
miss.
work
Will
on it
do.
and finish it. And also for Julia, your one is okay, but for the others, remember to fix and send back to me, please. For those who have already gotten, who I spoke to this
Miss,
morning. Yes.
Miss, I was asking if you saw my
What?
assignment.
Give me your name again, please.
Mrs. Badine, Miss. Shaniel Badine.
When you sent it,
I think it was sometime last week,
you can give me a date.
maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, or maybe the Monday.
That is the 18th or 19th. I see Julia, I see Carla. I am not seeing yours. So can you resend, please? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
Okay, Miss. Email should I send it to?
Same email that sent it to you.
Okay.
All right. By the end of this week, everybody will get access to the Moodle site. All right. And then we can speak about it in class next week. I will give you access to that, to the Moodle site. Once I get everybody's proper information. All right. So I know we should have 2 sessions, but I'm not going to do the 2 sessions for today. All right. We'll pick up back next week where we get into the practical. Please work on the assignment and you can work on the homework. Use your time wisely. You have other things to do as well. So, all right, everyone. So have a good rest of your day.
Same to you, Miss, and thank
Okay.
you.